Welcome to Arkansas, the natural state. Leaving Memphis and Tennessee, I headed towards the capital of Arkansas, Little Rock, which is pretty much in the dead center of the state. There wasn't much here that I really wanted to do, so I figured I'd check out the Capitol building and then move on. In my experience, the most interesting thing at a Capitol building is the grounds and statues surrounding it. They really communicate the history and culture of their respective states. Inside, it was pretty much another Capitol building. Cool, but samey. I didn't find a whole lot that interested me in Arkansas. I decided to drive several hundred miles out of my way to try to find some fun things to do in the state. The first of these that I stopped at was Devil's Den State Park, northwest of Little Rock. And I enjoyed my stop here. I think it'd probably be a lot more pretty if I were not here during the winter. But for the steep entry price of $0, I can't really complain. I actually managed to accidentally get off trail here and ended up wandering alone in the woods for a bit. I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that. Moving on, the thought of visiting a Walmart museum was very funny to me, so when I saw that on my map, I knew I had to check it out. Their normal location was closed for renovations or something, so they had this smaller building set up. It was neat, I guess. A fun little place to walk around in. I'm not exactly dying for information and lore on Walmart, but this was a quirky stop, and seeing the original Waltons that evolved into Walmart was neat.
My 10 rules for building a business are: commit to your business.
While in downtown Bentonville, I chose a place to get some food. Of course, my first choice was closed as of the day I was there, so I ended up going next door. And it was good. Had a flight of beer and a flatbread pizza. I was also the only person in there at the time, so I had a nice conversation with the guy working there. I've really enjoyed these moments where I get to meet random people and just talk. I really like meeting new people who are cool. Next, I wanted to stop at a cool chapel built up in the mountains of northwest Arkansas. And it was closed the day I was there. Great. Oh well, the pictures online looked cool. Coming back south and past Little Rock, I stopped at Hot Springs, a city and national park. I was mostly interested in the national park here, which it seems to me is mainly just a bunch of small mountains. One of which has this observation tower on it. So I went up the tower, and the view was pretty cool. Wasn't disappointed. It is crazy windy up there. Kind of scary because you can literally feel the tower swaying in the wind slightly. I also wanted to stop at this collection of miniature train sets, but it also was closed for repairs. Bummer. So I moved on to the other place that I was interested in, this alligator farm. They don't just have alligators. They gave me some bread and lettuce to feed goats and ducks. That was fun. It's funny how some of the animals are just real jerks and try to hoard everything for themselves. There you go. Hello.
What do my shoes taste like? Oh, hello.
After some fun with the goats and ducks, I moved on to the alligators. This time of year it's too cold outside for them, so all the gators were indoors. And I got to hold one of the little ones. They grow much slower than I would have thought. Apparently this gator is 3 or 4 years old. Lots and lots and lots and lots of alligators. It was fun getting the chance to see them and learn about them. Being from California, I practically knew nothing about alligators. Alligators during winter will go into a state called rumination, similar to hibernation. They'll take a breath of air and sink themselves to the bottom of a river or lake where the water is warmer. Once there, they'll just sit there, slowing their heart rate as low as 1 beat per minute. They're not asleep, like a bear, but just in extreme energy saver mode, so they can wait out the winter, when there isn't as much heat outside to warm their bodies with. They're cold-blooded animals, and don't create their own body heat. By the end of my time here, I got to see the most dangerous animals of them all. Chickens. And also, chicken-sized dogs. After this, I was ready to move on from Arkansas. I didn't find a ton to do here, but it's a really pretty state and I enjoyed my time. I'm very excited to see my next state, Louisiana.